Alrighty, welcome everyone, all the Global Campus students, to our live stream. We're going to teach you how to do an at-home ab workout to build the strongest core you have. This is Sean. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Sean.
I'm Sean. I'm one of the personal trainers at the rec center here. Emily is also one of the trainers at the rec. And yeah, like she said, we're going to teach you how to build a strong core at home with no equipment necessary.
Go ahead and talk about the workout.
Okay, so today it's going to be broken down into 3 different circuits. It's going to be a beginner circuit, an intermediate circuit, and an advanced circuit. We'll go through 20 seconds on, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, which just means you're going to perform the movement for 20 seconds and then take a 10-second break. There'll be 5 exercises for a total of 2.5 minutes, and to get the full workout, you'll repeat it 4 times for a total of 10-minute circuit. So, go ahead.
So to start off, we're going to go ahead and go through a brief little warm-up. You can go ahead and do this with us. So I'm going to walk Sean through it. So we're going to go ahead and start with jumping jacks. So to do jumping jacks, you're going to go ahead and extend your arms above your head at the same time that you're extending your legs out. So go ahead and demonstrate this, Sean. Good. We're just wanting to get your heart rate up a little bit, get that blood flowing, that blood pumping as we start prepping for our at-home workout. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Next thing, we're going to do our arm circles. This is going to loosen up the shoulder joints. So what Sean's going to do is he's going to reach his arms up, rotate them as he goes through the full range of motion for his shoulders. This is just going to loosen up those shoulder joints and help get that blood flowing once more. And reverse. Perfect. You want to make sure your chest is staying up tall. We want everything to be elongated. The spine is reaching up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now we're going to do some squats. So for squats, you're going to go ahead and start with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes pointing forward. You're going to sink your weight back in your hips, keep your core tight and your chest up tall. Go ahead and demonstrate that for us, Sean. And come on up. You want to go down to parallel or whatever feels most comfortable for you and come back up. Sean, go ahead and give us 5. Perfect. And if you're doing this at home, make sure you're going down low enough to whatever you feel most comfortable with. Perfect. Alrighty, so that's our quick little warm-up for today. We're going to go ahead and walk through our easy circuit. So Sean is going to demonstrate for us. The first thing we have in our circuit is a plank. So you have a couple different options for this plank. Option number 1, you can go ahead and start from your knees. You're going to put your arms on the ground in front of you. Your joints are stacked. Your shoulders are going to be over your elbows, over your wrist. You're going to extend your body out so that way you have a straight line going from your head down to your glutes and down to your knees. So go ahead and do that, Sean. Extend yourself out into a perfect plank. Good. And then you can kick up onto your toes as well. So notice how he has a nice straight line going down from his head to his hips down to his heels. Perfect. Awesome job. So in our workout, you're going to hold that for 20 seconds and then go ahead and drop down. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is a side plank. So Sean is going to take this same form and he's going to rotate onto his side. So on one hand, he's going to stack his feet up. If this is a bit challenging for you, you can go ahead and take that top foot and place it out in front of you for a little bit extra support and stability. This is just to add a little bit more stability. But Sean's going to go ahead and take that foot back on top since he's strong enough to hold a plank. So notice how same thing, he has his body in a straight line from his head to his hips to his toes, feeling that in the sides of his core called his obliques. Go ahead and come on down, Sean. Next thing we're going to do are leg lifts. So go ahead and roll over onto your back. So you have the option to have your hands down by your sides or tucked underneath your glutes for a little bit more support. So Sean is going to keep his out to his side. Next, he's going to keep his feet together and he's going to lift his legs up. Perfect. So that way they're perpendicular with the ground and lower them back down. And come back up and lower them back down. Awesome. So the lower you lower your legs down towards the ground, the more tension you're going to feel. If this is a little bit challenging for you, you can lower them halfway and bring them back up. Awesome job. How'd that feel?
Good. Feels good.
Feeling it in your core? Mm-hmm. Good. Next thing we're going to do are bird dogs. So going to flip on over. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and start on all fours. Same thing. His joints are stacked. His shoulders are over his elbows, over his wrists. And now he's going to make sure his spine is nice and neutral. And he's going to lift up his left arm and his right leg and extend them out, keeping that spine in a nice neutral position. And bring them back down and switch. Do the other side. Good. So really common mistakes with this is people tend to arch their back. Go ahead and hyperextend your back. See how that's not the best position for this. We want to make sure we have that nice neutral spine, nice strong foundation. Good. And the last thing we're going to do in this circuit are called toe touches. So go ahead and roll back over onto your back, Sean. So he's going to roll over onto his back. He's going to lift his legs up in the air. And he's going to bring his arms extended out in front of his head. And he's going to lift his fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting his shoulder blades up off the mat. The higher up you lift your shoulder blades, the more tension you're going to feel, the more challenging it's going to be. Perfect, Sean, just like that. Alrighty, that's our first circuit. So Sean is going to go ahead and demonstrate. We're going to go through a live demonstration of it, and you all are more than welcome to do it with us. So we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. If during this time you have any questions, you can go ahead and write them down in the chat, and we will take time after we finish this circuit to address those. So, Sean, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, ready? 20 seconds on, starting with planks in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Notice how he's also pushing up through his shoulders. You can see the activation and the strong stability through his shoulders. Really, really good, Sean. Here we go, less than 10. You're doing great. Keep that core tight, body in a straight line, head is neutral. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop. You have a 10-second break, and then we're moving into our side planks.
I'm going to switch sides here.
Okay, ready? You're going again. 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Same thing. Notice how his body's in a straight line. He's got this nice, strong shoulder right here, keeping it nice and compact. Awesome job, Sean. 10 seconds in. Here we go. 10 seconds left. Doing great. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. 10-second break. We're moving into those leg lifts. Go ahead and flip it on over. Leg lifts. Go ahead and lift those legs up. Ready? 20 seconds in. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. So if this was too challenging for you and you wanted to make it a little bit easier, Sean, go ahead and go halfway. Good. The shorter the range of motion, the easier it's going to be. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Go ahead and flip it back over. Moving into those bird dogs. How are you feeling? Feeling it in your core?
Good. Yep, feeling my core.
Good. That's what we want. Alrighty, bird dogs in 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Once again, we want this to be slow and controlled. Too many times we see people flailing through the motions, going way too fast, and you're not getting enough bang for your buck when you're doing that. So make these motions slow and controlled. Focus on feeling the tight contraction in your core. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Moving into our last exercise, we have toe touches. Toe touches. Okay, ready? 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Really lift those shoulder blades up off the mat. Awesome job. If this was too challenging for you as well, you can go ahead and bend the knees a little bit. Take a little bit of that resistance off. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Killed it. Feeling tired?
Feeling tired, yeah.
Good. Of course, feeling tired. Alrighty. We're going to open the floor now to questions. So if you have any questions as we proceed through the rest of our workout, go ahead and put those in the chat, and we will address them. Now I'm going to turn the time over to Sean. He's going to walk us through the second circuit.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. So that was a beginner circuit. Now we're going to do the intermediate circuit. So this one's a little bit more advanced, a little bit harder movements, but I think most of you should be able to do some of these. We're going to start on the floor. These are called dead bugs. You'll start on your back, hands up in the air, feet up in the air. Sorry, I'm breathing hard from that last circuit still.
I know you're going to make me pay for it.
Yep, now it's her turn. So we're going to extend one arm and the opposite leg out as far as we can. You want to reach as far as you can go. Reach with the toes, reach with the fingers. So you're going to switch sides. The important thing here is to keep a tight core and a stable base, right? So good. Looks good. Okay, so next, that's the first move. We're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Next movement is called in and outs, or what else do you call these? Tuck ups?
Tuck ups.
So I like to call them in and outs. You're gonna be
I
on
call
your
them
butt.
tuck ups.
On your butt, hands on the ground. You're gonna pick your feet up off the floor, extend them out as far as you can. Make sure your elbows can come down like this though. You wanna put your hands facing your butt so that you can have a little base to push off of if you need some extra help. Good, so you're going in and out, extending as hard as you can. To make this a little bit more difficult, you can always put your hands in the air or just pick them up off the floor. Makes it a little more difficult because you have to balance as well. Third exercise here is going to be a plank with a twist. So similar to the exercise that we had in the first circuit, you're going to be up on your toes, up on your hands, make sure your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. And you're going to bring one of your knees up and try and drive it towards the opposite elbow. So Emily did her right knee to her left arm. Good, and she switches back and forth. The important thing here is to try and keep the back flat, right? When people start to get tired, they start to really round the back, and it starts to put them into bad position. Okay, so that'll be a fourth or third. The next one will be reverse crunches. So you'll be on your back. Legs extended out, good. Hands on the floor, you can put them under your butt if you need a little bit more stabilization. And then you're just gonna simply rock your hips up off the floor and try to bring them straight up, right? Imagine somebody had their hand right above you. You're trying to touch their hand, okay? You're not trying to bring them way back over your head. Try and keep them in front of your chin. Which is just hips off the floor. You can have hands up to the side, makes it a little more difficult. Hands underneath the butt for a little bit more stability. And last, we have flutter kicks. So she'll be on her back, hands underneath her butt to be more stable. Hands out to the side if you're really strong. Extend the feet.
Strong today.
Good, and they're going to go up and down. You want to keep them anywhere between 6 and 18 inches off the floor, right? The closer to the floor that you can go, the more stress is going to be placed on the abs. If your hip flexors start to tighten up here, so that's just the top part of your leg here, you can try and flex the butt cheeks, flex the hamstrings, and that'll hopefully loosen these ones up, and it'll be able to put more of the stress on the core rather than the hip flexors. Okay? Ready for the circuit?
Sweet, I'm ready. Alrighty.
Okay, so first we have dead bugs, right? So hands up in the air, feet up in the air. Good, you're going 20 seconds on, go. Good, so you'll notice she's staying really stable. She has her hands up in the air. And again, if you wanted to do this in a little bit different way, you can also switch it up and do the same side, same arm, same leg. But for our purposes, we're doing it the opposite. So 3, 2, 1, time, perfect. Okay, 10-second break. Now we're moving into in and out. So she's gonna be on her butt, hands facing her backside, feet up in the air. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Just going in and out, good. We want a full extension of the legs here. Point your toes, it'll take your lever out a little bit farther, so it'll be a little bit harder. Flex the toes up towards the shins and it'll be a little bit easier. Hands up off the ground makes it a little harder. Good. 3, 2, 1, time, perfect. Next is gonna be our plank with a twist. So similar to the first one, good plank form, flat back, hands stacked under the shoulders. Perfect, ready? Nope, 3, 2, 1, go for it. Good, and remember you're trying to drive the knee across the body, right? You want to see if you can touch that knee to the opposite elbow. Good, you're halfway, 10 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, perfect. So now we are going into reverse crunches. So flat on your back, feet up in the air, hands underneath the glutes to give you a little bit more of a base. And 2, 1, go ahead. Remember to drive your feet straight up in the air, right? The hips are trying to move just straight up. The feet shouldn't come back past your chin. They shouldn't come over your head. Good, halfway, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time, awesome. And last is flutter kicks. So on your back, hands underneath the glutes for a little more base. Hands out to the side, make it a little bit harder. And 3, 2, 1, go for it. Good, so Emily tries to point her toes, make it a little bit harder on her. She has more of a length to work with. Good, you're doing great, halfway. Hands out to the side for these last 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time, awesome.
Whew, feeling it in my core.
Feeling it in your core?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so that was our intermediate circuit. Is there any questions for it? No questions? Perfect. Here's this. Emily's going to explain the more advanced circuit now.
Oh, well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling that for sure. So, if you're doing it with us, I'm sure you can sympathize and you feel us. So, now I get to put Sean through the hard circuit.
Buddy.
The fun one, right? I know, I made him do it. So, this next circuit is the most challenging, okay? Same thing, we have 5 moves. However, you don't need any equipment for all of them except one. One, the last thing we're gonna do, and I'll walk you through it once we get there, you'll need something to hold on to hold you down. So a couch, a table, pretty much anything that you can find at home can work for this last one. So first, Sean's gonna walk us through a scissor kick with a 3-second static hold. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and start by lying down on his back. Same thing where if his arms are down by his side, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. If he wants a little bit more support, he can go ahead and tuck those hands underneath his glutes. He's gonna lift one leg up in the air, trying to keep those legs straight, and he's going to alternate, holding for 3 seconds at a time in between. So go ahead and alternate. Good. If you wanna make this a little bit more challenging, you can point your toes and lift your head and shoulder blades up off the mat. Good. Notice how these are slow and controlled motions. Same thing, we don't want to flail out of control. Go ahead, Sean, go ahead and drop. I don't want to kill you yet. We're not going through the full thing yet. Next, we're going to do V-ups, okay? So this is kind of a progression from in and outs or tuck-ups. So for V-ups, you want to start with your body flat on the ground. You're going to keep your legs straight. You're going to lift your body up into the air, making a V shape. So go ahead and demonstrate what that looks like, Sean. Good, and back down, and go again. Perfect. Notice how his legs, his lower body, and his upper body are moving in sync. He doesn't have one portion moving before the other. He has them moving in a synchronized motion. This is going to make him get the best out of the core workout, and it's also going to help strengthen his quad and his hip flexors, which he talked a little bit about during that previous circuit. Next, we're going to show you some oblique crunches. So this is similar to a V-up. A V-up works your middle section of your core. This is going to work more of your obliques, the side parts of your core. So you're going to go ahead and roll over onto your side. You're going to have one arm out in front of you. This is kind of like your stabilizing arm. You can have your hand behind your head, or it's just resting on your side. Sort of a personal preference. It doesn't affect the workout whatsoever. You're going to, in the same synchronized motion, lift your upper body up and your lower body, and you're going to feel it right in that side of your obliques. Perfect. Just like that. How does that feel, Sean?
Oh yeah, I feel it in my obliques.
Good. Sweet. So when we go through the live version of the actual workout, we'll do 20 seconds on one side, flip it over, 20 seconds on the other. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and do a plank with an opposing limb lift. Alrighty, so Sean is going to go ahead and flip over into our plank. We already demonstrated the perfect plank position. So Sean, go ahead and get into that perfect plank position. All of his joints are stacked. He's got a straight line down his body. Now he's going to lift his right arm and his left leg up in a synchronized motion and back down. Good. Opposite. Ready? This is a very challenging move. It takes a lot of practice. You'll feel it in your core as well as in your shoulders, your back, and your legs. So you got the whole body working here. Perfect. Go ahead and drop, Sean. And the last thing we're going to do are called scorpion kicks. These are the ones that you'll need something to hold on to with, a couch, a table, chair, milk cartons, anything that you can use to hold on to. So Sean is going to go ahead and turn this mat to the side, or you can keep it that way.
Yeah, I'll just keep
go for it. So he's going to go ahead and lie down on his back. What you need the piece of furniture for is to tuck your hands underneath. So right now, Sean has his hands tucked underneath this handy-dandy kettlebell rack. And he's going to extend his legs out in front of him. Like I said, this is one of the more challenging ones of the circuit, so go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. He's going to go ahead and lift his body up using his core, And as he lowers down, we want his legs and his hips to touch the ground at the same time. So, Sean, go ahead and demonstrate what that looks like. You are using your core to fight gravity. We don't want to let gravity pull you down. So go ahead and show us one more, Sean. You're doing a great job. Hang in there. Good. So see how he's fighting gravity to keep his hips up off the ground long enough to bring his feet down as well. Good. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm ready for the circuit.
Sweet. All righty. We're going to go ahead and go through the actual workout. So, Sean, you're killing it, by the way. So glad you did this hard circuit and not me. I got away with the intermediate one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with those scissor kicks with a 3-second hold. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready for it.
20 seconds on. Oops, sorry. 10 seconds off. Ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good. So you can count to 3 in your head, out loud, whatever you feel most comfortable with. You're just focusing on holding that top leg up close to your body, as well as holding this bottom leg up a few inches from the ground. Awesome job, Sean. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Moving into those V-ups, okay? Here we go. Ready? Okay, V-ups in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Really good. Synchronizing that upper body and that lower body. Obviously, the closer you get the two halves of your body, the more tension you're going to feel, the harder it's going to be. Ready, Sean? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You're killing it. Okay, ready? We're going to move into those side oblique crunches, okay? We're going to, I changed my mind. We're going to do 10 seconds on one side, 10 seconds on the other. 20 seconds on one side's quite a long time. So, ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Really squeeze that core. He does such a good job at making this look easy, but I'm with you all and I feel you and it's not easy. So 3, 2, 1, good. Flip it over to the other side. Okay, ready? Here we go, 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. During this angle, you can go ahead and see how he's on his side, really focusing on squeezing those obliques, keeping those legs in a straight line. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, Sean. Ready? We're moving into that plank with an opposite limb lift. Ready? Okay, 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Good, really slow and controlled. During these especially, your torso will want to rotate. So really, really fight that urge to let it rotate and really focus on trying to keep your spine in a straight line, and he's doing a really good job of that. Sean, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Good. How you feeling?
I'm tired.
Good. Good. Obviously, if you do this 3 or 4 times, you're going to be tired. You're going to be feeling it. That core is going to be super strong. Moving into scorpion kicks, okay? Okay, last set. Last set. Ready? 20 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So during these 20 seconds, because you are lowering down so slow, you'll probably get in 5 or 6 reps or so, tops. So we've already been going for 10 seconds, and he's done 2. So pick a number, shoot for that number, and just really focus on it. Really good job, Sean. Here we go. One more. Give us one more good one. 3, 2, 1. Killed it.
Boy.
Killed it. So as we kind of discussed in the beginning, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave those. But as we discussed in the beginning, these are one little segment of the workouts. So you have 5 exercises in each circuit, 3 circuits total. We went through each circuit one time. So what we challenge you to do, if you're trying to build the strongest core at home, is to go through each circuit 3 to 4 times. Obviously, you're going to take a little bit of a break in between. As you can see, they're tiring. So take a little bit of a break in between, kind of bring that heart rate back down, focus on your breathing, deep breaths in and out, and then repeat it 3 to 4 times. And as you do this over time, you'll definitely see your core improve, and you'll definitely see some changes. So
And one of the things to remember here is that these exercises, these movements, they're all for time, right? So I don't care how slow or how many reps you do, right? It's not about if you can do 10 scorpion kicks in 30 seconds. If you can do 1 scorpion kick in 20 seconds, that's awesome. That means it took you 20 seconds to fight against gravity, right? That's more work than 30 of them. Sorry, I'm still out of breath. But yeah, it's for time, right? Remember that. It's about how hard you can get your body to work in that short amount of time.
So there is a concept going along with what Sean said. It has to do with time under tension, okay? And one of the trainings that I went to, dead bugs, we demonstrated that here today. We had 3 minutes to do as few dead bugs as we could. Doesn't sound like it'd be that hard, right? Oh my gosh, it was so freaking hard because the time under tension, your muscles are under tension for a long time. And when your muscles are under tension for that amount of time, they get stronger. And when they get stronger, it's gonna hurt a little bit. If it didn't hurt, everyone would do it. So I challenge you to do these circuits at home. Really awesome job doing them at home.
Yeah, like she was saying, you get stronger, the workouts get easier, right? Every time you do one of the workouts, start to progress a little bit. Maybe do the beginner circuit and then throw in one of the intermediate moves, right? Till you're all the way through the intermediate circuit, then throw in one of the complex moves. Yeah, they get stronger, or you get stronger, they get easier, and eventually you'll be able to do the hard circuit like it's nothing. So, let it close.
Perfect. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for listening in on our live stream. We had a lot of fun presenting this. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and send that into the live chat. And other than that, thank you so much for allowing us to reach out to WSU's global students.